Luca! Where are you? Where's Carl? I hate the winter!
Which makes absolutely no sense because I was born in January, so I should be a winter baby who loves snow, who loves frolicking in the snow. But no, there's about 1.5 feet of snow out there and I'm not going outside until someone else shovels the front of my house. So I put on this belly shirt, which I purposely made sure the frame is above my belly so you cannot see the result of all of my sugar eating. But moving on. This might be a short review because, geez, in general, All Out War was I think it was a very difficult story arc to supersede. That story arc in itself was extremely amazing. So then after All Out War, we have Whispers into Screams, which also was an awesome story arc because of the unexpected and exciting events that happened there. From there, I believe we moved on to when Rick gets his back in No Turning Back, and now we're here. Issues 157 and 162. Let me double check that. Yes, issues 157 to 162. For Robert Kirkman, the writing style was completely oddly paced. It was too dense at times, it felt rushed, and it was abrupt. I think the adversary here in terms of the comic, or actually the story arc in general, was the 16-panel presentation. Not only was Robert Kirkman just cramming in story on these 16 tiny little panels on one page, but could you imagine how that's going to affect the art? Charlie Adlard was not able to breathe whatsoever here. The only time I felt that the art team was allowed to shine was on a splash page in issue 162. Before that, it's absolutely difficult to appreciate the imagery along with the story because there's just no place, there's no space, I should say. There were some really great moments plot-wise. It did deliver some shock and surprise elements that the series itself is known for, but I'm just gonna flat out say it. Once you get to the last issue of this arc, it's just disappointingly anticlimactic. Like, this literally the best way of putting it. And it's so disappointing because of how much story is crammed in there and all the buildup to essentially no closure. There is absolutely no argument in terms of comic book Negan being the best version of Negan, because the TV show Negan cannot in any way touch the true portrayal of this amazing character. And in this story arc, I grew to appreciate Negan even more. There's a total, I guess because of the Image Plus series of Negan's story, you do kind of grow to see his sentimental side or a different side of him, and it's great to see that in play in the actual comic right now. I'm just gonna flat out say it. I don't like Rick. I don't like Rick. I think that he's just this weak character now, and sure, maybe he's coming back somehow, but he's like, what, 35? And is it 30, like 35, 38? I think he actually says it. He actually says his age, but he acts like an old man. What? Come on, dude. I know you've gone through a whole lot of shit, but so has everyone else. Everyone else has gone through the same amount of bullshit as you, and you're acting like a freaking old man, weak with no. Like, come on, Rick. No wonder Negan is my favorite character right now. I know it seems like maybe I'm just gonna fall off The Walking Dead as a series, but rest assured it will still be in my pull list because the storytelling in general in this series continues to be unpredictable, and that's what draws in its readers, draws me in. So I will continue reading this series. That unpredictability also leads into why it continues to be entertaining. But another reason why it's so entertaining is because of its characterization, and Negan specifically. I will continue reading this series because of Negan. My favorite part of this story arc has to be that characters such as Maggie and Dwight were at the forefront. I'm glad that characters such as Rick, and I guess Carl in a sense too, were not the main focus, and that's what I liked the most about this story arc. So how are we going to improve this series? No more 16 panel pages, please! My rating for the Whisperer of War story arc of The Walking Dead is 4 out of 8 pizza slices, and it's right dead smack in the middle. Not that I hated it, not that I loved it, but I have faith in the next story arc. I know that you guys can bring it. I'm saying you guys as in Robert Kirkman, you're listening to me, right? You better bring it for this next story arc, please. I almost forgot. In reading the letters of issue 162, Robert Kirkman, I believe, answered a question in regards to someone asking whether or not there were audio books or audio versions of the Walking Dead series, and he answered saying that the art is a very crucial part of the series itself. So let's take that to heart and move forward and just get rid of the 16 panel pages. This you for watching my review of the Whisperer War story arc. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also let me know what you thought of this story arc. Did you think that maybe I'm crazy? Am I wrong? Was it the best one that you've ever read? Let me know. So until next time, let's start a fire.